Just to be close. Just to be close to you.
It is that time that we have been waiting for. Welcome everyone from around the world in Houston and Taylor, everywhere. Apostle David E. Taylor.
Hello, Pastor Steve. Isn't this wonderful? I used to love that song. Benny Hinn used to say, see your glory, see your glory. We would see your glory come down as we praise your name. Let heaven reign. See your glory come down. What do you think, Pastor Steve? Isn't this amazing?
It is amazing. Just so anxious to hear what God has put upon your heart for tonight.
Because if you can't see that David Taylor is really the one spearheading the move of God, because of the way I talk and maybe the shirts I wear or my slacks and all that other stuff you get caught up over, you know, if you tripping over some stuff, I just don't like the way he talk. I just don't like the way he rebuke his staff. I love my staff. You may see me correct my staff, but I love my staff. You are not a son and daughter if you don't endure correction. And so that's why I am hard on them. They know I love them. And that's why they don't leave. You know, a lot of these pastors, they cringe when they hear me rebuke my staff, because if they do that to their people, they all leave. They get offended. But see, I teach against that kind of foolishness. You pastors are the fault for it. You let them be like that. You're afraid to rebuke them and tell them they're wrong. I don't have no sons and daughters around me that's arrogant and rebellious. I don't put up with it. So when I rebuke my staff, that ain't none of your business. And I know some of y'all are holding up coming because you say, I don't know if I can be rebuked like that. You need to get over it. I don't like, they got always something to say. They want to find an offense. You're going to forget about alligator skin shoes or what kind of suits I wear or my Captain Crunch general suits, whatever you want to say. They so funny. They have me in the floor laughing. Most preachers, they'll be depressed. All these people talking against my suits. I don't care. I don't give a darn. You joker, you jackleg. So I tell them. Because when you deal with me, you deal with all boldness. I have no fear in me for nothing. Your jokes and your persecution is a joke to me. You understand? A man who stood in front of the burning flame of God, you think your joke or you think your persecution even matters? You're stupid to think it does to me. You're so stupid, arrogant, to think anything you say matters. And I'm talking to you darn preachers too. A lot of you wicked preachers and fivefold ministry leaders. You're stupid to think your persecution or your fear of what I go through matters. Let me ask you something. Pastor Joseph and y'all in Houston, what do y'all think about what's happening here? Come on, y'all never should get out of your place till I release you. Come on. Joseph, tell us how many nations are watching tonight from around the world.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
Apostle. The world is watching tonight as over 182 nations are tuning in.
I don't care about people seeing me. You see the persecution I go through. I'm no reputation. I don't care. No matter what persecution you see out there, no matter what government attack, listen, it don't matter. It don't matter what they do. They're all going to lose if they don't join me. That's right. I said that. You're going to lose if you don't join me. I've been sent to America. I've been sent to you from the face of God. And I was also given messages from the dispensation of angels. They didn't believe me. Nobody believed me. They were like, who do you think you are? Saying you're going to be used like Moses. Who do you think you are? I'm talking to the government of America. What decision you make. And I'm talking to the government of the church at large. What decisions you're going to make if you don't submit to this move that's coming. A prophet can't come on the scene and you disrespect them if God sent them and you think you're going to, oh, I know God. God is going to dishonor you because you didn't honor who he sent to you. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you think you are. When God sends somebody to you, especially from his face, if you dishonor them, you are rejecting the counsel of God against your own self. That means that's not going to be good for you. If America don't, a war is coming from Russia. God is going to use your enemies, Russia, China, Iran, Iraq, North Korea. They're going to punish you. They're going to smite against this nation, and you will fail and you will not recover, and America will cease to exist from being on the planet. And I'm talking to you authorities in the church, and I'm talking to you authorities in the earth. If you do not listen to the message God has given me to give you, God is going to enact judgment against you. That's the truth. But if you read history, when the Jews, the religious people, and I got religious people, pastors out there saying, brother, we don't believe that. You ain't the only one. I'm not the only one, but I'm a very important one. That's why Jews got judged. You're going to lose if you don't join. A lot of people have underestimated me for many years. They said your ministry is smaller than how long you've been in ministry. Other ministers in 13 years, they are doing big arenas and stuff. And God came to me in a dream. He says, do not look at them. He says, what I'm birthing to you is much bigger. I gave you the keys of the kingdom because you got the biggest thing. So to people, it may look like you're small, but you're really the biggest. Do not get your eyes on what you think is big. No, I'm in here because we are birthing something for real, for show. Yes, right. It's for show. It's for real. This ain't fake here. We have the DNA of the kingdom here. I'm not trying to promote. Oh, you're just trying to promote your ministry. This ain't my ministry. It's God's kingdom. You see that. He comes down to work with me. I will never be like these other guys out here. Never. Don't compare me with that. It's just not this 21st century ministry stuff. I have the ancient glory of God on my life. But don't ever compare none of their stuff with this. And I tell them this, don't ever compare yourself or your ministry, no matter how great it is, with the latter rain, with this glory. You don't have God or Jesus coming down physically like this everywhere you go. I said, we're not talking about no one time. We're talking about continual, not no 1 or 2, 3 times or 4 times. I already begin to see pastors treating like, well, what is that cloud? What they got to do with redemption? It got everything to do with it. It was the Father who sent Jesus to save your butt. I'm setting order here in the body of Christ. I want you to understand that. And I'm not doing it in arrogance. I'm just being honest and factual. I even tell these prophets, I said, you're immature to think that how you're walking and how you're being used is the greatest thing. It's not. And I want to talk to all you pastors who are rejecting me, who are speaking evil of me. God is going to get you. You hear me? I guarantee you that. I know he is.
This is incredible.
Just looking at that campus for the harvest in St. Louis that we need to buy because the campus for the harvest in Texas is maxed out now. We need to get another campus, and we need to put down $5 million for this campus that's coming. That's how much they want us to put down. The vision is very massive. I've told you that the latter rain, the Lord had assigned me in the earth to be one of the foremost leaders, or the foremost leader, to spearhead the end time move of God, which the majority of the church don't understand what it is. We're not talking about just 2 million people a night in a service, in an open air service in America. It's going to be like 80 million, 70 million. So the Lord told me, he says, I'm going to give you 400 million just to establish in St. Louis alone the $100 million, not the 100, but the 100,000 seat stadium. We will own this. You understand? We will build this from the ground and own it. And it will be off the expressway. He showed me all of this. He says the 400 million will include having a campus, a main campus on there, outdoor televisions, these massive screens that will stand 25 foot in the air high. CNN trucks going to be there. ABC, when Jehovah comes down, men are going to be falling off their bar stools in bars. People are going to be dropping their needles and their drugs on the highway. Their drugs on the street. And in the streets, there'll be people who have no body parts. Body parts will just come back. Glory is going to explode. Power is going to exude all over this country in America and all over the world. I'm preparing. I'm like building an ark like Noah was. And that's why we're going to buy a skyscraper that with 70 floors, God showed me he would give me the money for that. Part of that 400 million is to get a skyscraper where if you notice, it will start off with the first 13 floors will take care of the 50 states in America, which is 13 floors. If you cut 13 floors in half, you'll have about a little over 50. We will have 500 to maybe even 1,000 people in every section of that 4. I've heard them say stuff to me like, they're like, how are you going to pull this off? I don't have to pull nothing off. For years, I've been talking about the convoy trucks. I've been talking about the school. But I said, God, to do a university, it costs a lot of money. I'm saying, God, you got to give me the money. And lo and behold, he started giving me the money to do it. And God has gloriously started to bless us with this money. I have to trust God to give me the money. It costs a lot of money. We have an immediate need. I had a dream that they're going to sell that campus if we don't raise the money. That's the dream I had. I was warned by God in a dream in my sleep. He says, if you don't give them the money, they're going to sell it to somebody else. I had a dream, and God don't lie to me in dreams.
This is your friend, David E. Taylor. In a dream that was shown to me that the Broncos are going to win this 2014 Super Bowl. The Broncos are going to win this Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. Another detail that was given in another dream is that the score was 24-21. Now, I'm not sure how accurate those details are. I can't tell you if that's accurate, but the first dream that I got, the Holy Spirit has bore witness to me that the Broncos will win this Super Bowl. Thank you.
He showed me in a dream to get that place, and he showed me that some of the people on my staff was dragging their feet about things, and that it will sell if we didn't do it, if we didn't get it in time enough. A lot of you can give more than what you've been giving. And so if we had 500 people give $10,000, if we have 500 people give $10,000, we can raise $1 million in one day. Lord, I also break a stingy spirit, because I sense that there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight. There's some people that can give 200,000, 300,000. They can give 50,000, 20,000. They had it saved up. But God, that's a stingy spirit on. There's a spirit of fear. So I break that spirit of stinginess. Some of you are just giving maybe a little money, $10 here, 20, when you know you have thousands of dollars. Don't be like that. Come on, tell me what you can give. You have money put away. You have money in accounts that you know you are sitting on. And it's not right that you come into a ministry like this and get the presence of God and the glory of God, and it's hard for God to get your natural things. You should be willing to give when you have finances. You have finances that you have to give, but you're holding it up. You have it saved. You have it put away somewhere. God wants you to sow that right now. You have large amounts that you have in savings or annuities, or you probably have to go in a CD and break it, but God has given it to you. You need to sow it tonight. You got money in your bank accounts. You got money in your annuities. You got money in your stocks. You got money in gold, in silver. You got money somewhere.
Like Apostle was saying, other things that you have gold coins, you have stocks, annuities, IRAs, bonds, lands, savings, things that are just sitting.
We need to take care of this now, quickly. Come on, I want those who can give. You need to do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now, quickly. Do it now.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
I have an annuity, but I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
You say, I already gave 20,000. Give another 20. Come on, do it. right now. And if you get offended because I'm asking for finances, then you have a devil in you. That's right, I said that. You have a devil in you. And don't be listening to these preachers that preach against finances, because the church is being attacked by false preachers who want money, or they're calling us false. Don't listen to them. They got the devil in them. Don't listen to CNN and all these other lying media. And even some of these preachers are preaching against tithe and offerings. Don't listen to them. They're liars. They are in error. They are wrong. Don't listen to them. I'm the apostle that God has sent to this church in this 21st century. And a lot of these pastors, some of these prophets and other apostles are wrong, speaking to you like that, telling you tithing is wrong, and telling you sowing seeds like $1,000 is manipulative. God told me to give 1,000 when I didn't have it, and he gave it to me. So I know that's a lie. You better obey God and quit listening to these big name preachers. Listen, you liar. God going to get you for teaching his people to error and to rob him. I don't care what names they got, how big they have been. They're in error. So all those who say I'm a money grubber, they are liars. You know that. Because there's nobody doing this. It's beginning to rain. Hear the voice of the Father. He's saying, whosoever will come drink of this water, for I'm ready to pour my spirit out on your sons and your daughters. If you're thirsty and dry, lift your hands to the sky. It's beginning to rain.
How beautiful is that? How beautiful.
Just to be close to you is my desire.